makes us connoisseurs is that we have been drinking bourbon for the last hour.
I've been drinking bourbon since I was like 4.
Yeah.
Stealing it from my family.
Louisiana.
There's so many moving parts.
So 1 ounce tomorrow.
For bitters, you could use any bitters, but I used actually Woodford bitters. They're really, really good bitters.
Woodford bitters? What do we have? We have ours is unlabeled. It will go unnamed. How much?
Okay.
What is it?
4 dashes?
4 dashes.
Okay. I should have unnamed it because it wasn't yours. That's okay.
3, 4.
Okay, so then you stir it up.
4. Boom.
Yep.
Nailed it.
I think somebody just requested your babies, but I assume they weren't talking to me.
You never know, Gary.
Oh.
No, I know. And then watch this trick I learned. Then we take it and we...
By the way, one more thing I want to add before we get into the cocktail. Ian and I, the bourbon that you love, Ian and I blended this ourselves in his kitchen and in his living room. This bourbon. Oh, no ice for this? No, it's right, because it's an old fashioned. Okay. No
right,
ice.
we put it over ice.
No, old fashions have ice.
Our recipe doesn't.
Our recipe is all right. We want some ice.
Well, you got to have ice.
You got to have a little bit.
I need help. I put
Gary's got ice. We got to have ice.
I put a jumbo ice cube in, and it filled it right to the top.
I know.
I'm running a little thick here.
We're good. We're getting ice.
All right, you get ice.
So you're saying I see what happened.
All right.
So everybody, let me tell you something. This yummy drink. So we're gonna do star anise. Yummy. Actually.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
Don't forget the orange peel, guys.
Garnish with an orange. Star anise.
I'm excited.
I am too, but I'm making a mess first.
Cinnamon.
It's 7. Where's it? What time is it over there? It's 7:40. You're
Look
definitely
how beautiful these
You're
are.
chilling. 4:40 where we are.
That's why I had that on my original calendar. We should have done this when I was in Napa.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna stir your.
By the way, Gary, I went, as you know, to your to a few of your stores, and they're beautiful, and it was really fantastic to head over there, man. I was so happy I was able to.
I appreciate it, and people didn't even know you were coming.
Oh, did they not know?
They blew. Well, it was kind of like on a silent thing.
Right,
and we
right.
blew through it, and we've had people coming in ever since.
Oh, that's
don't forget, what did I just, the cinnamon stick.
That's right. We got it right here.
Oh, you got it. Oh, I didn't do. Oh, that's nice. Cheers.
Cheers,
Our
Gary.
pumpkin spice is it's not as cloudy.
It's not as cloudy.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
This-
His is homemade. His wife made it.
And my wife is now tasting it.
Do you like it?
So delicious. It's funny because it's got that.
Ooh, that's really good.
You get a hint of the pumpkin, right? And you get what I like about your bourbon, and I'm going to talk about it for a second, neat, right? Where you really learn about the product. But it's so mixable. It's got great flavor. And with the pumpkin spice, it just feels so fall. And
Yeah.
it's fall, so that's awesome.
Well, you know why our bourbon is a high rye, and a lot of bourbons are not high rye, and so they're not as mixable. And ours, like rye, is a very common, alcohol that that mixologist likes to use, and ours has a lot of that rye flavor, which makes it super mixable.
So,
But it's still.
I'm gonna close this.
Yeah, close that window.
It's still over 65. You got 65% corn, which is a good amount of corn. I like that because it gives us some of that sweetness up front.
Exactly.
And then you got some little spiciness.
It gives
And
the
very
sweetness
good.
up front that really balances out. As that spice comes across, that toasted grain of that wheat, because it's we love our wheat, and that nutty of the rye really balances it out. But for everyone watching, another thing, Gary, it's like the nose on this, right? It's got that like baked banana bread
Yeah. Okay.
Like literally something that here you take this one. Like
Oh, no,
that
it's okay.
grandma would have made, you know?
We can share. We're brothers.
We're brothers. Yeah.
Come on. It's the brothers bond.
So it's not
I'm sharing with my wife to bond.
Hey, he's my wife, you know? It's like, might as well be, you know what I mean?
yeah, I mean, being on a TV show together for 8 years is basically like being married.
Yeah, exactly.
It's my longest relationship, Paul. You know, the nose on this, literally even right out of the bottle for anyone watching, if you want to sort of get into this, what's cool is that the higher up you are, the more floral notes you're going to get. You're going to get like more floral, like orange peel. But as you go down, get your nose into that glass, you're going to pick up that banana bread, warm spice, totally changes, right? So
it's unbelievable, the nose on this. Oh, and somebody else said that their husband gave her permission to kiss you. And I don't know if they're talking about me or you.
No, I'm pretty sure it's you, Gary.
Yeah,
Got a big fan club over there.
it's because
Yeah,
you and your lady are there. They feel like you know, it's safe. Gary, this is what's so cool about what we get to do together. From sitting in that or standing in that beautiful restaurant that our boy owns. That restaurant's insane.
Simi
in Austin.
Estiatore.
Oh, so I couldn't remember
Simi.
Simi Estiatore or something like that.
If you go to Austin, Texas, you are insane if you do not go to Simi. Anyone that's listening,
Place is doing well. Huh?
he's crushing.
Yeah,
He's
it was
brilliant.
crushing. I mean, the food was ridiculously good. And then I met these two guys with a bourbon. You know,
That was a great night.
It was a great
fun
night.
That was a really fun
great
night.
night. So tell me about the label. I really want people to get an understanding of you guys. They know you. I didn't know you, but obviously they know you from the vampire gig. But now it's this whole bourbon gig, which I love, and I want to know more about the bottle and what you're thinking.
Well, you know, we wanted, like, everyone wants a home, right? You want to feel connected to nature, but this tree, if you look into the leaves of the tree, it's our grains, right? Expressed there and shown.
So you have the corn, you have the rye, you got the wheat, you got the barley, and that's what makes up the tree.
And the you know, the boys are together, their backs to this grounding force, you know,
which is an oak tree, which all bourbon is aged in oak, right? So it's all symbolic.
Virgin oak. No, but you're right. And then also Paul and I argue which one is which.
I'm going to go with I'm that guy. That's where my signature is.
That's true. I'll go with this guy.
Okay, all right, good.
I'm glad you shared this because I looked at it and I said, oh, it's a tree on the bottle.
No, it's definitely got more of a complex meaning to it.
And the symbolism is these two boys, you know, are grounded and rooted by this thing that's protecting them, that's giving them this perspective. And then the birds signify nature and freedom, while the boys get to look out and sort of, you know, be connected and together. And so, not to be like too cerebral about it, but it meant a lot to us to do this. And then, you know, obviously too, just even the feel of the label, we wanted that like sort of organic, really. You used the word escapism. It's like a beautiful natural escapism.
Yeah.
It's not only, it's like a warm, calm inspiration or aspirational, you know? So
yeah. And we really just want, you know, the name Brothers Bond is obviously like a nod to us, but something that we always talk about with our entire team. You know, we have Zooms all the time and phone calls every day and texts, but our entire ethos is to bring people together, right? So when you drink alcohol, you do it in good company. You know, and so our whole mission is to like create a bond. And you're drinking, like you and I and Ian, we're having a bonding moment, and that's kind of like the whole ethos of our company.
I couldn't find the drink. Liz stole it.
Cheers, brother. Hey,
cheers, Gary. Cheers.
It's really yummy, this thing.
Well, great news. Great news. This is so exciting. Right off the press, a woman on there actually said she's on this because of me.
There it is. There it is.
Out of the 9,000 people, one person. All right. To that
at one point, it was 19,000. So
I know it was 20.
I know there was one of them. But, you know, listen, I got to tell you, because I'm not the Jersey guy, but I used to spend my summers in Spring Lake, and like I spent a lot of time actually in Monmouth County, where you're from, and a lot of time in North Bergen County, and just a lot of time in Jersey. I love that place because I lived in New York for 20 years. I had a place there. But
And that's
being with this guy,
you know,
what's that?
you guys developed this connection on the show and became brothers. You've created this product, you know, which brings people together. You're doing all this in the new world that we're in, this combining people in whether it's live or wait, Ian says hi. Somebody, it was too fast. But, you know, and that's what this beverage alcohol, you know, spirits, you know, it's creating camaraderie. It's sitting around having a cocktail, talking to friends. Can you give us a scoop? Are you guys going to be doing any other beverages together? Is there anything you're going to be doing?
Well, we're certainly not going to expand anything past bourbon, but I will say that we're super excited about our different age statements, and we're doing
line extensions.
And line extensions. We have a cask strength bourbon. We have
The cask strength is
it's phenomenal.
unbelievable. I mean, it's this, but 100. Well, it goes between 116.1 and 117.8. It
Yeah.
changes, but it's like.
So to catch people up that are on because they love you guys and they don't know a lot about bourbon. So bourbon, when it comes out of the cask, is well over 100 proof.
Yeah.
And what they do is they cut it with water. Which doesn't water it down, but it brings the alcohol level down.
Exactly.
And makes it sometimes easier to drink.
Which brings out the flavors too.
Exactly. But when you have a barrel strength, the flavors are unbelievable. You know, it gives you this richness, and then you can still cut. When I do it, I always put a little drop of. I lost the glass. A little drop of water, right?
Yeah.
I'll put a tiny drop of water in because
brings out the
then
flavor.
you smell it, and the aromatics come out even more.
Exactly.
So
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Sometimes if the proof is too high, you can lose a lot of those nuanced notes. But our cask strength is just absolutely phenomenal. We also have a 8-year.
And by the way, 1 year. The idea is 1 year in a barrel for every year that we are on TV together. 8 years also. I think it's a really great year for bourbon. It's not too young. It's not too old. 8 summers in Lawrenceburg, Indiana. And we have a rollout of that 8 year that we'll be able to explain later. But it's a 4-year rollout where that 8-year program will span 4 years and then start over for 4 years. And it's really exciting. And then also, too, we have our 100 proof, you know, bottled in bond. The 100 proof.
Brothers Bond, bottled in bond.
Man, that with just like a chunk of ice, you know, you drizzle that over.
Big ice
it
cube,
is.
so I'm ready for that.
It's out of this world.
Yeah.
It's almost it's almost as beautiful as Paul.
Almost. Keyword.
What are you reading there, Gary?
I'm being told to tell people to subscribe to our Instagram at the end.
There you
have
go.
to.
Hey.
I have to have people coaching me, but more importantly, I can't. It's hard to see.
Yeah, so check this out.
I
So
have this.
We have this.
I have this great board. You guys sent me the board, but all the food came from the store. So
That's
we
right.
did this completely vegan because Paul.
Because I am, yeah.
Look how beautiful this is, man.
But first off, I think
This is all from you.
This is all from you.
So is this.
Yours looks better.
This is all
Oh,
from
yours
you,
looks
man.
better. Did you guys put yours together? Yours looks much better than mine.
Well, we had some really fantastic people.
Spencer
put
and
it
Remington,
together.
you did.
I had a
She did
fantastic-
Paul did not make this as beautiful.
You think I'd be capable of doing this? You're wrong, Gary.
But what we wanted to get out, what we wanted to show everyone is, first of all, look, this is about experience, right? Holidays are coming, weather's getting cooler. You can make this, which is sort of like a charcuterie plate, but this version of these flavors and tastes that are so easy to do, they can get from you, coupled with drinks like this, or just neat or on ice, brings out these flavors. The dark chocolate with our bourbon, and especially, oddly enough, with this pumpkin spice, it's unbelievable. So we've got this amazing what do you call this amazing
It's
bread?
like a fig.
Like a fig,
fig and nut, right?
Yeah, fig and nut bread,
biscotti almost, right?
which they didn't give me. So fig and nut bread, we've got.
But you guys added some stuff. They added some stuff. We got some peeps.
So we've got salted nuts.
Look at this. We got oranges dipped in chocolate, dark chocolate.
We've
Love
got these vegan cheeses, pepper jack, because that spice kind of goes nicely with this. And then what's this one?
Gouda.
Oh, Gouda. Gouda,
What is this?
pretzels. These are these beautiful little wafers.
Wafers?
I love the fact that you have somebody coaching you also. It makes me feel.
You have
I
your
like-
wife. We have our
So dates,
Spencer and Remy.
but also with grapes and then the apricots. But what happens is you'll notice with people when you're sitting in your kitchen, this is so easy to do. It's also so beautiful. It looks like a piece of art, you know? And coupled with these cocktails, the flavor profiles just become expansive.
And
Right.
what I love about it is you can put the board together before people come over.
Yep.
You could make a pitcher of these great cocktails, right? And just get a big jumbo pitcher. What I would do is I wouldn't put ice in it yet. Put a
Right.
jumbo
it
pitcher,
doesn't melt.
have a bucket of ice next
Yeah.
to it, have the board out, and then just go at it.
And it becomes like a fun experience, you know what I mean? And like it becomes like this event that you do as opposed to just
And
drinking.
it's, by the way, it's just in your kitchen
Yeah.
or just in your living room or just in your dining room, you know?
and you're
this is-
bonding. You're bonding.
That's right. There it is,
bonding.
Gary. There it is.
and you're bonding. And you know, this is a nut-based pepper jack, which is incredible, but it really brings out the flavors of this bourbon, and the bourbon brings out the flavors of the cheese. Chocolate, I cannot stress enough. Dark chocolate and this
Dark.
bourbon, neat or on ice, or even these cocktails, this cocktail in particular.
Well, I got to tell. Well, this cocktail in particular shouts to me the dark chocolate because you have pumpkin and then you have chocolate. It's almost like dessert, right? Pumpkin
That's
pie, a little chocolate. I love the saltiness of the nuts. Brings out the flavor again of the whiskey.
This is insane.
I know.
I'm adding
Legitimately insane.
a vegan keto chocolate chip
Keto
peanut
friendly?
butter bar.
Wow, look at you, Gary. Are you keto? What's going on here?
This week I'm something. I'm eating healthy. I'm reading
know what?
exceedingly
You're doing
healthy.
Let me tell you something what you are. You're also Gary, who owns an incredible, incredible company that's about to go into holiday season in New Jersey. And you are about to be the busiest man in Jersey.
Why, thank you. And in St. Helena, California. Don't forget that little store out there.
That's true.
I know that place.
Yeah.
That's true.
Beautiful out there, huh?
It's so beautiful. And we've had a great year. Thank God no fires. It rained in October, so we're doing great. And I got to tell you guys, this is such a special evening for me. Now that I know who you are, and we've been able to bond over some bourbon, I feel like you're brothers, although more like a father figure than a brother figure. But I'll take it either way.
Hey, buddy, I'm 165,
That's right.
162 years
That's
old.
right.
My friend.
That's right.
You look good. You know, I got to eat this keto shit to try to look good when I'm 165 years
I go
old.
back and forth from keto to not keto.
You got it. I like balance. In life.
I'm consistently not keto.
Balance.
But
is
you're
good.
vegan. I mean,
I am, yeah. Mm-hmm.
By the way, speaking of balance, that is actually one of the things that we worked on so diligently with this company. The balance. Balance is everything. And you know, like even this cocktail, these flavor profiles are completely balanced.
Yeah. And when we took, what, months?
14
blending
months.
The barley.
Oh,
and
the wheat and the
the
barley?
wheat and the barley.
Because people give a shit. They go, well, why don't you tell me the percentage of wheat and barley? And I say, hey, listen, man, with all due respect. And by the way, it was Jim Rutledge. You know, Jim Rutledge of Four Roses fame. The first Zoom I ever did was so amazing, man, with this incredible group of 25 people. But Jim Rutledge was on that call, which is, by the way, like, it's like an insane,
Yeah.
you know, talking about an honor to be on the call. It's like if you're on a Zoom with, you know, the late and great, you know, anyway, I think about like guys like Jim Rutledge. There aren't a lot of them, right? It's like being on the Zoom with Lincoln Henderson, And so he said, hey, listen, I appreciate that you won't disclose wheat and barley. It's not going to last, but I do appreciate. This dude and I spent 6 months just adjusting barley and wheat to get that thing where not only is the nose bringing up, I know we sound super cerebral and geeky about this, but like this is how you do it. As you bring that nose up and you get that baked banana bread, you sip this bourbon and you get the sweetness immediately, that corn, then you get that spice, right? Because there's a lot of rye, and you get that rye over, but then it's really balanced with toasted grain of the wheat and the nuttiness of that rye. But I will tell you, in about 160 iterations, because we did this all day, every day for 14 months, think about how many times we tried it. It wasn't in balance until one day it was. And we were literally like in tears. I was jumping up and down. And Paul doesn't get too excited about too many things, but this,
I got excited.
He was losing his mind.
Well, but it's true. Once you know it's there, it's that aha moment. You know it happened. And I also wanted to touch on something else. You guys are very generous. And from what I'm hearing, you donate a lot back to charity in the communities you are involved in. Can you tell me a little bit about the charitable?
Yeah, we actually we're just about to release some. We just made a donation, but we're giving back a portion of all of our profits to support regenerative agriculture. Yeah, it's something that we're standing by, and we're actually just purchased our first batch of regenerative grain. Our whole goal is to be carbon neutral,
Carbon negative.
Carbon negative.
But yeah. And honestly, I say this, and it's a bold statement, and people, we aim to be the truly regenerative spirits company in the world. I mean, if anybody has the runway to do it, it's us. We are a small company right now. It's not like we have all these billions of dollars that all these companies have. We're working our asses off to basically sequester as much carbon as we possibly can, and then to encourage partners across the board to do the same up and down their supply chains. If you haven't had a chance, and we've watched this movie time and time and time again, I was very fortunate to executive produce a film called Kiss the Ground. It's on Netflix right now. It shows you the promise, not only the promise, the actual logistics of regenerative ag and how it can literally stop climate change in its tracks.
Right.
That's us. That's what we do. That's what we live and we breathe. So if you can, it's on Netflix right now. See Kiss the Ground. I mean, like tonight, tomorrow.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
Check it out, and it'll shine
I'm going to finish
spotlight, not even a floodlight. I mean a spotlight on what we're doing. So we absolutely, listen, let's be honest, COP26 was a complete failure. And not going to happen. It's going to come from businesses. Business is what's going to drive the greatest change in carbon capture in the world.
Absolutely.
And in the United States, we can build the single largest carbon capture food economy on the planet. And we will.
And I applaud you guys for doing that. I really do.
Thank
I
you.
admire, not anybody, people with talent could become an actor or become a professional at something. But for you guys to transition and create this spirit that you've done with the energy and literally with the brotherhood and bring this community together is really awesome. And I'm glad to be part of it. We look forward to being part of it for a long time.
Thank you.
And I look forward to at least one of the women that flirted with you on this thing. My wife is saying, cut. But I just, I have to do a little shopkeeping here. If you live in New Jersey, we could ship this to you, deliver it to you. You can come to buy it. If you don't live in New Jersey, if you live in California, we can get it for you.
Yep.
If you don't, there are stores. If you go to Austin, Texas, I guarantee you Twins has it, and they have five of it. I share that, but it's definitely, it's something that for the holidays you should definitely seek out. It's worth it. This cocktail was great. I'm going to continue drinking it through my healthy vegan dinner, which is going to be vegan for sure. And also the food is. My son is going to kill me because I went off script. You could go on Gary'sWine.com and buy the food too. So we have everything available. So you can recreate this event in your kitchen, minus the three of us.
Like
So,
that. You wouldn't
Yeah,
want the three of us.
and for my Jersey people, I can attest. I went to Gary's Wine, and it's a beautiful store. So go check it out in person as well, because it's a really great place to visit for sure.
Amazing.
happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers, my friend.
Happy
Hope you're doing
Thanksgiving,
good
everyone.
with you.
Gary,
Perfect.
thank you, big brother.
Thank you for having
Thank you.
us.
Dude, cheers, man.
Cheers, brother man.
So proud of us, man. Thank you.
I'm proud of you guys.
Delicious.
I mean, this is absurd. The flavor profiles are crazy.
This is
Make this
Hey,
board.
You're
Everyone,
talking. We're not hanging out.
I'm not just trying to sell you things. Everyone,
All right, we're
imagine
gonna
friends
have to-
coming over. Make this
Look at-
board.
Look
with
at your
Gary's.
board. Your board wins.
Unbelievable. No, but
That's
get on
it.
it. It's so easy to do, and
we got
people will love it.
good people.
We got great people. We got the best people.
All
Thank
right,
you all. Hey, thanks everyone for watching this and listening.
guys.
Gary, thank you.
Thanks, Gary. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you. We'll see you soon, I'm sure.
All right. Be well.
All right, brother.
Happy
Take
holidays,
care.
brother.
Happy holidays. See you guys.
Thanks, my man. Bye, everybody. This thing is so yummy. Holy shit.